Hi, I'm Dr. Romano. I'd like to go over a very important topic for the DAT on the energy pyramid. Now, the energy pyramid shows how much energy is available at each step of the food chain. Now, I drew a pyramid for you, and as you can see at the bottom of the pyramid are the producers. Now, the producers, as you know, are the autotrophs. Above that is the primary consumer, then the secondary consumer, and then usually we stop at the tertiary consumer. Now, we want to make sure we understand as you're going up the pyramid, you're losing energy. So if I said, where is the most energy, what are you going to tell me? At what level? Right, at the producer level. Now, let's go over to make sure we understand the terms. The autotrophs are the producers, they're the plants, or the algae, or our friends, the cyanobacteria. What was so important about the cyanobacteria, Mark?
They produce oxygen.
Right, exactly. These are your best friends. They produce the oxygen for the early Earth. These were the photosynthesizers of the early Earth. Above that, as I said, is the primary consumer. They're the herbivores. That includes like the snail and the sea urchin. And a secondary consumer are the carnivores. They eat meat. They eat animal. That's like striped bass as an example. Jessica, you love striped bass. I know you love to eat.
Thank you.
And above that is a shark. The shark would be the top carnivore. Or sometimes I see books use this example. The plant is the producer, an insect would be the primary consumer, the frog the secondary, and the hawk the tertiary. Now what that means is one eats the other. As you can see, hawk will eat the frog will eat the insect, and the insect will eat the plant. So anything above something else would consume it. Everybody follow me? So a shark will eat the striped bass, which will eat the snails, which will eat the algae. Now, to recap, most energy, most mass, and most individuals are at what level? The producer level. Now, we have what is called the 10% rule of trophic efficiency. It sounds really fancy, but what it's going to say is 10% of the energy is transferred from one level to the next. 90% of it is lost. Now you might say, if there was 100 at one level, if you go down, you're going to then cut it by 10, which I'll show you a concrete example in a second. You might say, well, where is all the energy going? Heat. It's lost as metabolic heat. Now, you might be saying, where are the decomposers? The decomposer, now I see some people put a spin on it and put this down here, but the truth is the decomposers are in every level, so therefore we don't put it in. So decomposers, which if you remember from my last video, are the fungi and the bacteria, as well as the ones that eat the things that are dead, like the earthworms. These are the detritivores. They're in every level, so therefore we don't put it in. So let's stick to tradition and we don't put them in. Now, let's do a concrete example of how to use the 10% rule. Say the tertiary consumer has 10 kilocalories at this level. Now, as you can see, as you're going down, the secondary level would be what? 100. The primary would be at 1,000. I might have accidentally before set it in reverse. If I did, when you're going down, you're increasing by 10. So one more time. You start at 10, then you're going down to be 100, and then you're going down to be 1,000. And if I said how much would be at the producer level, what would you tell me? 10,000. That's always assuming a what? 10% efficiency. Now, God forbid, I remember seeing a question on one of my old exams in college. The teacher said, what if it was a 5% efficiency? What would you do if it was a 5% efficiency? You would multiply by what, going down? And that's the best guy in my group. That's how scary it is. The bottom line is when you're going down, if it's 10%, you're dividing by 0.10. If you're going down, and I say 5%, you're dividing by 0.05. 0.05 dividing by is the same as multiplying by 20. You don't believe me? Get out a calculator and you take a look at that. So the bottom line is when we're going down, we're always multiplying by a factor of 10. That's assuming 10%. But if I ever said assume 5%, then we multiply by 20. All All right, I hope this gives you a good idea on the important things on the energy pyramid. It is a hot topic and a must-have. All right, good day to you. Go to your calculator and confirm that. Bye-bye.